Thank you so much for staying with us. It is still iBrandTV. So Deborah came into this video and she's just cracking me up. Hi Debbie, good morning.
If I don't crack you up, it will.
Like my eyes are brimming.
When she actually said, when you come, you will come and you will come. Let's come and be going. It just reminds me of the OPM pastor. It's just actually flying.
Oh,
we
wow.
can't talk about it yet because it's still unfolding. She's still making more allegations. So we have to like get our facts right before we talk about it. But when I don't
understand what has coming and going got to do with
it. Coming and going
oh,
and coming and
come
going.
and go.
Oh my God. And for a pastor, it comes and go really well.
What? Debbie.
Come and go. Come and go. Come.
For us to come and go. Oh wow.
You understand?
Yeah, it's a movement.
It's a movement of coming and going. The fact that she came out yesterday and said, oh, you offered her 10 million naira to actually sleep with her. And then in my head, I'm sorry, I'm putting morals aside. I feel like she should have actually collected the 10 million naira
and
come out and talk. You know, collect the money and then you can now come out and talk. Just like the case of allegedly Apostle Suleiman and Abubakar Alima. She collected the money. She allegedly enjoyed the money. She you know, she lived the life. And now what's she doing? She's exposing him. So I feel like take the 10 million naira because with the way she was actually talking, she's not someone who's actually financially stable. You know, when you see someone who's financially stable, you would know. She doesn't look it. So I felt like, oh my girl, you've taken this
well,
money.
she put morality first, so.
But she still did it now.
Oh, she did it?
Yeah, she did it like once, twice, and then she was like, Daddy, I
didn't know that. I thought she did it. I thought she didn't do it. I didn't know that she did it.
Like, Daddy.
There was a cut. There was no cut.
And you know, we have to thank Happy Boys. Those Happy Boys brought nothing but sadness to that man's life. From the first day he actually met those boys, his life has never been the same. You know, the OPM pastor is actually someone who people see and respect in Port Harcourt. All of a sudden, he has been turned into, you know, something, turned into a puppet. Something anyone can come online and, you know, make allegations and talk about. So, Happy Boys, you really brought the opposite of your name to that man's life. And the truth will definitely unfold. Like Uche used to say, it's unfold.
Definitely. The social media has a way of finding its way.
Of course. And yeah, for the lady, please, next time, if you're too beautiful,
I cannot
people are offering you money,
you're giving out this advice on air right now.
Let's say the truth.
All right, so say it.
Let's say the truth.
We're listening.
Yes, people are offering money for something you know you will do. And they collect the money.
For
10 million naira. 10 million naira is not chicken change. 10 million naira is not 10 naira.
10 million.
It's
10 million for a show. That's how started.
Do you get? Well. So he offered you 10 million naira for something that you have done. But because, conscience. Your conscience didn't push you to collect the money.
Can we move on? Next story, please.
No, really.
Because you're shaking some tables.
Anyways, like I said, I'm still definitely going to bring that story here.
Yes,
I'm just waiting for all of the, you know,
get all the facts.
And
you know, Gist Lover is still cooking, so.
Gist Lover will never cook. Because Sophia, she's tired. All right, our first story. Spyro is in the news. So, Oludipe Oluwasami David, better known as Spyro, has accused his colleague Shallipopi of putting out lyrics that make people internalize fraud. Recall that a while back, Spyro revealed his stance on secular music in the industry and stated that he would not be partaking in what he described as dirty lyrics in his songs and vowed to influence the music industry for God. Speaking in an interview in a podcast, the Who's Your Guy crooner revealed that while people think the devil will come with arms in this generation, he's already coming through suggestions. And according to him, the song by Shallipopi was a subtle suggestion that could lure people to fraud if they keep listening and singing it. Now let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. The first reaction from Akiyemi Olarewaju, and it says, "When are you dropping your next single? You talk too much." The next reaction from KK, and it says, "Spyro is just jealous. Plutomania has taken over the street."
The
next reaction from Steve 2K, and it said, "He's just jealous. The boy didn't stress to the top like all of them did, as they were all leaking for fame." The next reaction, "I get his argument, but stop taking shots at other artists. Why do you collect gigs where no be church?" I'm going to ask for Josh's reaction first. Because Josh seems to be radical for Jesus.
Says who? I'm not. I am not.
Josh is always giving me.
I'm not.
He might not be giving
I'm not.
Jesus, but
I'm
he's
not.
always on the morality end of the conversation.
Oh, not be morals for me. Oh, now radical for Jesus.
The thing is,
Let's get your honest
so
reaction.
the thing is, if he decides to, stick to his guns by saying, okay, I will not do anything dirty in my lyrics, it's fine. But making such kind of subtle, indirect...
He wasn't subtle.
He
He
was
was
straight.
going direct
Well,
for
I'm being
Shallipopi.
careful. And taking such kind of shots at people, well, one might look at it as being bitter. Maybe your ministry is not growing or waxing stronger. And then you try to maybe take a shade at people who might be going dirty in their lyrics and also cashing out. So my take on the matter is let him tread softly, because if it gets too much, people might lose interest in him and see him as being just a bitter soul.
Of course.
That's just my take on it.
Okay, Uche, what do you think?
I saw that interview. I saw different clips actually of that interview. While I agree with Spyro for deciding to do his lyrics the way I couldn't help asking the question, if he had a different personal issue with Shallipopi that we don't know about, because when did Shallipopi come outside? The guy is not up to 6 months in the industry, and he's doing so well for himself, singing whatever he sings. He has his target audience and people who follow his music. I didn't think that it was fair and necessary the way Spyro came for him. It's okay to make your point known and show us where you're trying to go to with your music. There are lots of people who, he didn't have to pick on Shallipopi. That's just the general point I'm trying to make. If you want to point at people who have sang songs that promote fraud, what happened to Jolie Sisi, Rolam, Kasham, Abi? That's one of the songs, and that one is even like very literal. Shallipopi's song, if you don't understand street slangs, you wouldn't even know what he's saying. But this other song I just mentioned was very literal. You already know what they're telling you to do. So if you were going to pick on somebody, I would have expected you to pick someone your own size. Shallipopi is just trying to make a living for himself. This is not me supporting fraud or people promoting it. But if you have decided what you want to use your life and your music to do, please focus on it and leave people alone.
I think Spyro should rest.
Yes.
You've chosen to follow Jesus. Follow him.
I'll follow him to the
Follow him to the earth. Now, Shelly has taken over Pluto. So you want to follow him to Mars. You're free to. But because for me it's double standard. Now you actually dropped a hit with your guy, and the next thing we're seeing a remix with Tiwa Savage. I am sorry, this is not me trying to segregate anybody, but Tiwa Savage is not a gospel singer.
Yes,
No,
and the
we
Bible
don't-
said
we don't
that
know
you have
such.
to be hot or cold. If not, you'll be spilled out.
Equally yoked.
Yes.
If I'm correct.
He's an unbeliever.
Thank you. So you can't because the first hit didn't I don't know, probably didn't give him the number of value he actually wanted for the music. He then thought about that. Oh, let me put Tiwa Savage, and then you sit down on the couch and say, "We are singing to promote fraud." Please,
Perhaps he would have done it with Chidema.
Thank you so much.
I actually saw a reaction. I think it was Nas Boy that came for him and said, "Oga, you say you're influencing the music industry for Jesus and you don't even sing about Jesus."
Do you understand?
So what exactly, how is he doing you? What's the color of the problem?
Because if we should actually
around you?
translate this, who is your guy? It's now, you can't just translate to just friendship. Actually,
There's a lot to it.
a lot to it.
It can mean anything.
So you're just confusing us. I feel like the devil without horns here is you. I'm sorry.
That's extreme.
You cannot come and be confusing people. Today you say you're
Maybe this
Actually,
guy offended you
You
before.
don't offend me.
So why taking this hot
When I
shot
saw
at him?
I sat
Actually-
down to watch the interview and I felt
No,
like
it
what is
wasn't
this?
nice.
It wasn't nice.
If it was, I
Even-
would say it. It wasn't
Even
nice.
a part of the interview, which I purposely didn't want to talk about, but since we're here now, let's talk about it. He mentioned about women. I feel like men or a man should not sit down
and talk about a woman's body.
exactly dictate what a woman should wear.
It's not your
dictate
problem.
how she should wear it or whatever she actually chooses to use her body to
We
do.
didn't cause your child
Exactly.
trauma. Get
You
help.
should not sit down if you have your own opinion. take your opinion to the woman that's actually in your life.
Sure.